Hey guys, I've been training my other account. So far it's 67 attack, I think. I'm trying to get 70 before I train defense and strength, but I'm hoping after that I could get a lot more faster experience just because I only have certain quests unlocked right now because I don't want to unlock the cheap quest because in the future I plan to host an NMZ, but I want to be like a brand new host kind of thing. I want to host Dream Mentor because the boss of Dream Mentor, he gives like 70k points for one kill. And that's incredibly lost. If you ever been to Nightmare Zone, most of the bosses on hard mode only give like 6 or 10k XP around there. I'm not exactly sure. And yeah, I'm hoping to do that in the future. Maybe I'm not sure who will actually try to trade me for to get in the games, but I'm hoping maybe I'll charge a bit extra because it's really hard to account Nightmare Zone account build to build, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but other than that, I'm still working on maxing, and I'm not sure what else to talk about right now. But yeah, that's it for now. Oh yeah, and I was reading Reddit, 2007scape Reddit. And one of the cool, interesting things I came across was a safe spot for Corp. I'm not sure how effective it would be because Corp has to be around like a certain corner for it to work. I think I'm not exactly sure if you could lure him to there because it's right beside the spawn point, but Corp tends to walk around. I think I'm not exactly sure. So if you show up and he's not in the right spot, I don't think you'd be able to flinch it because it's a safe spot, but you have to flinch it, and flinching is basically just hitting it once and then walking away, then wait until the bar disappears and hitting it again. And yeah, it's um, supposed to be an easier way to kill Corp, but it takes a lot longer to kill him, so it wouldn't be that efficient. But who knows? You might actually get an Elysian, and they're probably gonna fix that sooner or later. They're gonna remodel the room to get rid of that flinching spot. But I don't see it as a big threat to Corp or anything, just because it won't devalue anything because hardly anyone will be doing it. Maybe I'll do it just for the heck of it. I'm not sure actually how long it would take. I imagine over 20 minutes or longer than that, or maybe 30. It'd be worth it for one kill, I guess. Not exactly sure. Because, when you leave the room, corpse health respawns, so you'd have to do it the whole way without leaving the room, and it'd take a very long time to do. On the topic of, what's that called? Elysian Spirit Shields, I thought they were going to be, over one bill for, at least a week or two. But, I recently watched SparkMax's new video, and he bought an Elysian for 450 mil, and that wasn't the sigil or whatever it's called. It was just the Elijah Spirit Shield, and he bought it on World 1, so that was definitely a merger, or I'm not even sure if it was a corper or merger. But I even looked on Zybaz too. The price was 450 mil, or people are trying to buy it for 430, but that seems kind of low because there's no divine, so that means the price of Elysian would be up, but then again, it is 2007 money. 2007 GP costs a lot. So if someone got an Elysian, they'd want to sell it right away. And I imagine there's going to be a lot of Elysians being in the game early on. And another thing is that the player base is different from uh, RS2 back when Elysians and Divines were a thing. The player base of that game is a lot different, and the amount of GP in the game is a lot different. 2007 Scape doesn't have as much GP as the main game because it hasn't been around as long as I guess. So that's one of the reasons why the Legends aren't over one bill, I suppose. And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I think that's it. I can't remember. Oh yeah, me and my friend were contemplating on what's better for Corp, Bandos, or Void, and I looked up a thing on Reddit, and Wooks did like a DPS, whatever those things are, those tests, to determine what's better, and what he came up with is Bandos is actually better with a fighter helmet than Void, and I think with a net. Void might be better. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember exactly, but what else was I gonna say? But the thing about the two is Void. It has more magic defense. I think. I'm not exactly sure on that one because I'm not exactly a pro corp or anything. I only went there like once or twice, honestly, and that wasn't even on my account. It was like a boiled account, and I got myself kicked off the account. But I'll talk about that in a bit. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the defense bonus on Bandos. I'm assuming it's the magic bonus, but it makes you get hit a lot more. So Void is actually the better option. So you don't have to eat as much, and that way you'll be able to do more damage on Corp. And yeah, my friend was like, "Hell no, man! Void's a lot better." And he's like doing pest control now to get Void, I think. Okay, now for the story about how I got kicked off the corp account or whatever. It was like a level 137 account, and 137 accounts are pretty common, I guess. The only hard part about making a level 137 account was the prayer and summoning, really, but more the summoning because you had to grind. You had to grind water fiends or something like that just to get the all the charms, and collecting charms back then was like a pain in the ass because there's no charm collector. You had to pick up all the charms yourself, and it required a lot of camping. That and rock lobsters were pretty good. And what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, how I got kicked off the account. It wasn't my account, obviously, but my friend Tang, he was like one of my best RS2 buddies back when RS2 was a thing, and I guess he always had access to this one account, and I always seen him logged on it and stuff, and he brought it to Dunge with us sometimes, and he did other things on it too, which I can't remember. And he's like, Mike, you should come to Corp, get your defense up. And back then I was like a barrel spear on my account, and I still am. And I probably always will be because I'm never going to touch my legacy account. Or I probably might one of these days make a fun video on it, Legacy King. Maybe people will watch that, I'm not even sure. But it'd be nice to play my old account again. Nice and memorable moments and play an AGS. Right now I'm dirt broke on it, but back to the topic at hand. My friend Tang let me on the account, and we were going to Corp for a day or something like that, or two, and I was having a lot of fun playing on a max account and stuff. And I get PM'd by some person, and she's like, "Hey, is this Tang?" "Oh, Tang, what are you up to?" And I was like, something like that, I can't remember. And I was like, this is Mike. And then she logs off or something like that, and password changed. And then Tang is like, dude, you shouldn't have told her. Oh, he was nice about it. He said he didn't really care, but yeah, I pretty much got Tang kicked off the account too because the person didn't trust Tang any longer because Tag let a random stranger on the account when he was the only one supposed to be using it. And after that, I always felt like so bad because like I don't know, I always feel like I take advantage of good friends and stuff like that sometimes. Oh yeah, in other news, this is unrelated to RuneScape, but I've been watching Naruto again this morning, and I got by like I think like 5 episodes, and I love how like it's finally on the war part now, and I was watching a little bit of the war, and yeah, like where Sasuke shows up, and a lot of fights go down. It's actually really enjoyable compared to like the old stuff they used to show back when Shippuden first came out. And I quit watching it for like the longest time just because like I was so sick of waiting every week for new episodes. Plus, watching fillers got so boring, so I just put it down for a little while. And another thing was the anime looks like it's about to end now, or it looks like it's about to end and be over with after like 7 years. It's been out for like 2007, I think, so that's like 7 years in total. Maybe a bit longer. I checked out Wikia, but I forget. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit tired. And yeah, another thing about if you're new to my vlogs or whatever these are, I'm not always gonna talk about RuneScape. So if you're here for like RuneScape only content, sorry about that. And I think that's where I'm gonna end today. It seems like a good enough vlog, or whatever this is, commentary, whatever people want to call it, my thoughts on things. And yeah, I guess this is episode 3. And what day is it today? 19th of October. And yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to Halloween and stuff. Take care, guys, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want. And not mandatory, but